Hello and welcome everyone to another VGMU First 30. Today we're talking a little bit of SimCity. Now, right off the bat I want to say, this is not like your typical old SimCity. You're not given as much freedom in the sense of, you just hit this huge expansive land, 256 by 256 or whatever the huge amount of space they usually give to you, and go nuts. It's a little more contained, and it's a little less free in that sense, but not to worry. With that comes a little bit easier to get into the game. Things are a little bit more intuitive. For instance, joining up with your friends and creating a region is really easy. You just get an invite, you can accept it, and bam, you're making your own little city. Immediately, it throws you into tutorial, which is actually kind of nice. It lets you know a little bit things what to do. You can skip it, so not a big deal if you already know what you're doing. Go ahead and go straight for city building. A really cool function of the game that they kind of added to make things go a little smoother is the way you set roads and set zones are all kind of linked. So if you make a road, it'll show you how to make a grid with the road, so you can keep things a little bit more organized than you could in the old ones, where you kind of just had to do it off the top of your head. So once you start building a road, it'll show you a grid, whether it be 10 spaces wide or 5 spaces wide, whatever it kind of gets adjusted to what you're doing at the current time with the road. Then you can go from there and you plot your residentials. Now you can't just plot your residentials and your industrials and commercials anywhere you want. It has to be snapped to a road, which means it's a little less freedom, like this is going to be an ongoing theme, but it does make things a little more organized. It makes it easier for the average user to get into, which I really enjoyed. I like both the complicated SimCity, but this SimCity is really appealing to just jump right in and go, which is definitely a big plus. Now, starting off in your city, it's just like any other SimCity where you gotta manage your residential, your commercial, and your industrial, and the balance in between them. So, initially you're gonna need lots of residentials to get the people to come, and then you're gonna need a little bit of industrial to get that going too, and a little bit of commercial. And as you go on progress throughout the game, you'll need to manage these just as much as you would in any other SimCity, albeit a little bit easier to keep track of everything because of the way they have it set up to where you can see at any given time what you need. Do you need residential? Do you need industrial? Do you need commercial? Do you need high value of each? Do you need low value? Do you need medium value? It's all very nice and organized at the bottom of your screen, and will always tell you what you need at any given time. Energy is maintained just in the same way as the residential, commercial, industrial. So, you got to keep your Sims happy, and the way to do that is give them power and water. Sewage also comes into play, and you'll need to manage that as well. But not to worry, as those initially don't matter too much. What you got to focus on getting started anyway is mostly maintain your residential, get that up, industrial, and a little bit of power and water to go in there. Now, the multiplayer is one of the most interesting parts of this game, most definitely, and we found it to be quite nice. Basically, you don't have too much direct interaction with each other. In fact, there's really none at all. But what you can do is you can trade goods and services, as well as at any moment in time switch to a macro view of the entire region, which you're with your multiplayer partners, whether that be just the general public or friends that you have. You can see their cities at any time and visit them, which is pretty cool, and see what they're up to, while your city's kind of still doing its own thing. So the multiplayer, while it's a little hands-off, you could say, in terms of you can't really interact too much with the other person's city, it does give you a sense that you're working for a greater cause. In the middle of the map, there's this place called Greater Works, and in there you can pool your resources together to create something fantastic that'll help anything in the area, any city in the area. And so that's a really cool goal to look forward to and kind of work with your teammates, your neighboring cities to kind of achieve. Along the same note of multiplayer is you can trade goods and services. Specifically, we're talking power, power, water, sewer, all that kind of stuff. You can trade with your partners, and one person can maybe specialize on electricity and share its electricity with the other two neighbors, and another one can focus on water and trade that with the neighbors. And all this stuff kind of helps you build your economy as well as you kind of trade these services around, and helps you get more money into your city and keep yourself afloat while you're trying to work towards getting everything built up. Also, a cool part of the multiplayer is the ability for one person to upgrade a certain aspect of the city. Maybe it be education, maybe it be police or something like that, health. Once though they upgrade it, they can kind of pass on those benefits to you. So when they unlock, let's say, the high school system of the school or grade school system, that unlock is also passed on to anyone else in the region, so that you don't have to get the prerequisites built up in order to unlock that. You already got unlocked because your partner city has unlocked it. Now this is a really cool feature because you can have different cities in your area focus on different aspects of their city, and by extension, you also get access to these upgrades as well. This once again contributes to the overall feeling that you're part of something greater than just your little town. So it really aids in getting you in depth and getting you sucked into the game and wanting to help participate and work together as a team as you build up the region. Right now the game is fantastic and it's a lot of fun to play. So I suggest picking it up right now. It's available from any major retailer, GameStop, GameFly, anything like that. It's also available through Origin right now. There were some issues with people being able to download the game. Now it seems to be resolved. There's also a lot of wait time and network errors with the American servers. So if you want to just kind of get into the game real quick, you can join the European servers. They're kind of open and free and allow you to play just as well, it seems like. So I hope you all will enjoy it as much as we will. Stay tuned. Keep watching VGMU. Lots of stuff to come. Subscribe, like, enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next episode.